big return. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Defense playing a bail technique. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Throwing on the run. Makes the grab on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. It off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Got enough for the first. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
It was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Run in the red zone. It's Buchanan. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
On the direct snap, it's Jones. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough. And
looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. like a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Jackson will throw. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Temple. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They just keep firing. He's got him this time. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice.
Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that pass was knocked down, but the good defensive play is not going to stand. I think the D was in the neutral zone. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He wants to throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This one's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put... And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Houston, Texas, today at NRG Stadium, as we're going to find out who will go home as champions of the Kinder's Texas Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. For a crease to the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk big picture East Carolina. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who was very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Montgomery. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The offense will have to use its first time. The half. Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on second down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Quick strike complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program was because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs were out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, ECU.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. punting on first down. But why, though? Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Turning it on! At the 30. Inside the touchdown Pirates. Once he got some room, it was over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Might be calling a hot route. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Guys, let's talk big picture. East Carolina can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those continue.
There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, East Carolina. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. And that makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Oh, look out on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, you knew you were going to see trick plays in this game. I was expecting to see them on offense, but here we are in special teams, only the first quarter. They go onside kick, and they get it, essentially stealing a possession. Let's see if they can pay it off.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to pass on second down. He's going up top. Makes a catch at the 20. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Boilermaker! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. It's a much-needed line for this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Hard running there. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
Man, it's easy to call plays, but I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
So after getting into the end zone of that last drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Jackson will throw. Got his man. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Boilermakers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. No huddle here for the offense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Catch and stride inside the 15. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
For the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Westbrook. Fires left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Will the offenses continue to walk it up and down the field, or is there a defensive stop somewhere as we start the second quarter? They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Boilermakers headed quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the ground. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the lone man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Westbrook. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Connor. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give out of the gun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Making side adjustments here. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Finds the tight end. Inside the 25. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. And they're not on the same page there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Dropping back, it's Westbrook. Under fire. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
I think that's an easy decision for the QB, too. It's third and long. You're in field goal range. You've got an opportunity at 3 points. That play designed to try and get the first, but it's not there. Give the defense credit. Throw it away. Let's get the kicker out on the field.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Defense might bring the house here. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Watson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. Jackson will throw. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line. Going to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, ECU. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going. And he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Coming out with it, it's Tuggle. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room, and couldn't find much on that return. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away to start the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will... the penalty.
Okay, ready?
They'll try the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. For the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Pirates with the 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
And the Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Inside the 30. Turning it on. Touchdown Pirates. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great bat. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete on the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage.
He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to...
There he goes! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Calls his own number. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And already it it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
Jackson will throw. Looking for the score. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You can get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running into the open space. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Westbrook. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. It's a running one. Touchdown, East Carolina. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.